Welcome in to the Dynasty Deal Show. I'm Ty at Ty Declare 44. I am joined by Scott at Charles Chill FFB and Shane at Shane Says FF on X. Welcome in, everybody, to the DDFFB community. If you're here live, that means you are a member of the Trades and Chills here. If not, join up. $3.99 a month American gets you in here, gets you live access to the Dynasty Deal Show. Everything else we got going up in the members only section of the DDFFB YouTube. If you're not part of the DDFB community, also jump in the Discord for free. Links in the description below. Come check it out. Guys, it is March Madness. We are now in Dynasty Madness season. Like I said, there's probably a bit of a dead period coming here for Dynasty, so now is an exciting time. Try to get your teams in order. We have at least a sweet 16 trades to get to tonight, so we're going to have to keep it on track. So if you hear this noise, we got to wrap it up, move on to the next one. All right? We are just going to rifle it off. Let's go. Russell Yost, what up? 12 team, start 10, Superflex PPR. It's a 0.2 point per carry and a 0.75 tight end premium, Shane.
Okay.
So we got an inbox offer where he gives Willis and Malik Washington and a 27 third. He gets Alec Pierce and Rico Dowdle. Thinks the value is fine. Not sure if that's the direction you want to go. Running back is top heavy with no depth. I have more on the team, but what do you think there?
So we're sure it's not Damian Pierce, right? Who just signed with the Eagles?
You know what? I hate to assume, but I'm gonna say it's Alec.
Pierce and Dowd. I don't really obviously care about Malik Washington in a 27th third. I mean, it sucks giving up a third. I dislike that more than giving up Malik Washington. The value's okay. I mean, I don't really particularly love this. Sure, if this is the best I can do, I'm fine cashing out on Malik Willis like this. I know in a league I'm in, someone offered me the 202 or something for Willis, and I countered with the 111, which I think is right around the same range as Alec Pierce. So I am fine with the deal if I can't do better.
It feels like one of those deals where you're going to have to probably address a team need, right, Scott? Mm-hmm. So on a team where you have Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, now Malik Willis is on the team with Brissett at 9, Mac Jones, Dalton, you know all the names. Gibbs, Hampton, Chase Brown. We got London, Nico, Burden, Ladd, Jennings, Washington. We got Bowers, Warren, and Hawk. Oh, yeah. A mid-27 first, 28 seconds, and thirds in the back pocket. So quarterback room, you're going to want to do something with that, yeah?
Yeah, and it's point per carry, meaning Willis is probably my QB2. I know I have other quarterback options, but if he's starting, I'm probably starting him before I see Daniel Jones, before I go to Jacoby Brissett or try to start playing the backups. So one, there's positive to having Willis in this format even more so. Then I look at the rest of the roster, Ty, like it's a start 10. You know, like we have guys like Juwan Jennings that are already getting squeezed out. You know, we have 2 extra tight ends where, I mean, yeah, Hawk and Warren, what are you doing with them? I know it's 0.75, which means you can probably flex them just as much as you can receivers. We don't need to add 2 bodies, which, sure, I mean, they fit your construction. If you don't like Malik Willis, I would just be looking to do something different here because you got enough starters. You have enough flex players, and that's probably where Pierce and Dowdle jump in. I know it's point per carry. I think getting Dowdle probably is his target. Can I get Dowdle in a 27 second instead? You know, I don't need to get Pierce here. Or I can try to add, you know, something else and go even higher. But it feels like you're just settling here. But Willis fits pretty good on this roster already. That's the thing. It is. I expected to see Allen, Caleb Williams, and then some quarterbacks like Willis. And it's like, no, Willis probably is starting week 1 for us, I would guess.
Probably, right? And again, a team where I want to maybe have the early season figured out, I'm okay with it. Again, it's a nice team. It's already top heavy. So yeah, just does adding those depth pieces now really move you forward? I don't know. Maybe there's a better deal that'll come there for you, Russell. But bring that team up again. Let's see some more deals there on how to move those quarterbacks as we go on through. All right, we got some people in the house. Tons of them. We're gonna get to them, but we also have a super chat from our guy, Roy G. What's up, man?
Roy, I did not know Roy. Roy is a Canadian? Is that what he is?
No.
That's not a Canadian sign. That's no.
And most of Canada, Shane, is
Australian.
Around
He's
the
Australian.
Same, most Canadian. I think most Canadian. Ty can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure every Canadian time zone is awake when we're doing streaming. So
Yes. Unless like
I
I
was
would be
talking
the
about
one
more
that's
about the
probably
money.
asleep. But
I was talking more about the monies, but that's okay. Anyway.
Anywho, Roy, what's up? Not usually around live, so taking the chance of the show to appreciate all the efforts to educate and entertain us all. Hopefully, actionable, entertaining somewhere in between there for you, Roy. And I know that you have dropped some questions, so let's hit Roy's questions. 12 team start, 12 super flex lineup, 1 point tight end premium, and a 2 point per carry. Have too many picks and trying to make some small moves to fill out the roster and trying to push this into a contender. So send the 209 and 309 received Parker Washington. Scott, stop there. 2939. How much buying power do you really have with those picks here today in Dynasty?
is it really Is it 0.2 point per carry?
I'm assuming not.
No. It's actually
points.
2. It's 2 point per carry.
Then I'm not buying Parker Washington. I will draft every running back that's breathing in the class because Shane, do the math.
All
2
right.
points per carry. It's a lot. Parker Washington needs to have a lot of good games to outscore any random that's getting 6 carries. So if it's truly 2 PP or 2 PPC, I mean, that's just absurd scoring. Otherwise, I'm fine taking Parker Washington if you really want him. You know, in the format in a 12 by 12, you probably do need another starter. This isn't the format to load up on him, but at the same time, it's a fair price. You know, if you have, especially if you have a roster crunch, I don't know the metrics on his team, how many spots he has to fill with picks, etc. But I mean, it's a fair price. I could also say I could cash out on Parker Washington for this in a deep league as well if I had a couple extra players. So I'm fine with it.
In general, I'd be fine paying more in a start 12 for taking a shot at a guy like a Parker Washington. Just again, if it's my construction, if I can't replace it cheaper, sure. For Roy, he's got Shuck, Sanders, and backup, Swift, Achane, Scat, Corum, and Woody. We got Tet, Franklin, Olave, Rome, P. Wash. Now, okay, Bowers, Kincaid, also, there we go. Have the 103, 104, 111, and some later picks. We'll try to find some more cheap production to shore up the squad. Yeah, I mean, I like that plan. It's again the quarterback room. You're gonna want to address that, but 12 by 12, yeah, it's deep. Let's go have some fun. He's got a second one here. 12 by 10, super flex, 1 point tight end premium. The team is absolute garbage. And he has many picks. Sent away the 112, the 301, and Bellinger got back 327 seconds. All the other teams are very close, but Didi has them now as likely mid. So we punched into Dynasty Daddy's power rankings there, Shane. He saw everyone else. It's just likely a mid situation. So what do you think? 112, 301, and Bellinger for 327 seconds.
327 seconds. First of all, you got any credit for Bellinger, so I guess that's pretty cool. That 27. It's going to be interesting how people feel about 27 seconds. I got a feeling they'll be overvalued. I'm fine with it. It's a lot of mid for mid, but I'm okay with it. It's 12 by 10. It's only 10 starters. It's a lot of extra seconds. All the other teams close, but DD has them now as likely mid. You know, I'm fine with it. That all those seconds give me a lot of things to work with versus that 112. Even if technically the 112 is the better pick, I can do more with 3 seconds in multiple deals. I can only use the 112 once. I don't know if you knew that. Only one time.
I'm learning something new tonight, Shane. Now, his only players worth a damn are Daniels, Herbert, Kraft, and all the rest are backups and trash. The picks are 101, 17, 18, 201. He's got 8 27 firsts in the back pocket. He already had, I'm assuming he now has 4 seconds. So it's going to be fun at the least. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. Again, that balancing act between too many picks, players, where does it all, but yeah, you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of room to be creative there, Roy. Scott, any last thoughts on this roster?
No, I mean, he's definitely operating with a plan. Seeing the context here, I'm totally even more fine with the trade because, again, the buying power of just being able to defer those decisions until next year. Plus, you have the 107, 108. You're going to get your choice of a couple players. So it's not like you're missing out on potentially taking a shot or two here. So in that context, yeah. I mean, according to, I can't remember the total handle, but it's like elite drafters or something like that. 15 to 20 elite players in next year's class, Shane, is what they're telling me. So that means that the 210 209 is basically where you're starting to get suspect players. This year, it's like the 103, right? Basically. The point is, next year's class should give you more opportunities to move later, and you're deferring the decision for a year. I like it.
Yep. We are excited about the 27 class until they all delay and come out in 2028. No, I'm kidding, but we'll move on. Ahoff, what up? 12 by 11. That's our 3 wide receivers, the Superflex PPR to 1.0 tight end premium. He's got Daniels, Dart, and Penix, Judkins, Harvey, Scattaboo, and Tootin, Lamb, Rice, Tet, Pittman, Christian Watson. He's got Tyler Warren, Jake Ferg, 105, 204, 207, 212, and an extra 27 first and second. Coming out of a rebuild, and he's ready to move some picks and younger assets. So give Dart, Tootin, 105, the extra 27 first and second, and 112. Big old package to go get Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor. Shane, I feel like the hammer word is going to come out here in a 12 by 11 on a team that has some nice depth already. But if you go and add Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor to a roster that has Daniels, Dart, all these wide receivers, a pick in the back pocket, again, you are packed up a lot of stuff to go and get Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor. How do you feel?
Scott, who is the greatest fantasy quarterback of all time?
I mean, it's probably Josh Allen.
We just talked about it this morning, bro. Literally.
Well, okay. When I said greatest of all time, he's only played, 8 seasons now?
No, I know that.
So, yes, he is by far the best of this generation in terms of just being elite year after year. And more importantly, he doesn't ever miss a game, ever. Yeah. Like, it's just straight. He's available every week. He's big. He takes punishment, and it doesn't matter. Whereas every other elite QB has missed damn near a season or more. So, yeah.
So
continue.
I understand it's 12 by 11. It's a lot of starters. That's one more than 12 by 10. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Just crush that.
Dude, I'm all about the math.
That analysis, that is why this show exists.
Listen, my math skills are impeccable, as evidenced by this morning's drive while we were doing math on the road. Anyway, give Dart. I don't care about Tootin, the 212. I don't particularly care about. To me, it's Dart, the 105 and the 27 first, really of consequence for Josh Allen and John Taylor. Only thing gives me pause is it's 12 by 11, but you're getting the QB1 and the top, 8 running back in Dynasty and probably production top 5. So I'll actually do the deal, even though I know their impact is muted on a 12 by 11.
I hear you. It just feels like I am adding 105 and the extra 27 first, which I recognize there's an opportunity cost to giving those up right now. But I'm adding that to get what I see as a big upgrade and confirmation bias behind Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor, which I think would make me feel a lot more confident in what I already have on this team. Scott, do you think that the deal fits the team? And any other thoughts on the big old package for Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor?
You definitely paid up based on the current market. It's very hard. If I was saying, let's try to split Jonathan Taylor to get a package that includes Bayshul, Tootin, and a top 5 pick and a 27 second, like most leagues, you're probably not getting that. It's also hard to split Josh Allen into, here's why I like the deal. You got what you wanted. You build up these assets and you did the deal. You probably feel a lot better about your team. But I also give the team on the other side credit. If I'm trading Josh Allen, this is what I want. I want another top 8, top 10 QB and a 27 first. If I'm trading Jonathan Taylor, I want another running back that could be, RB2, low end RB1, and I get a 105, which is inside the threshold of the quality picks. Oh, and you're giving me 2 extra seconds to play with here. The guy that's split here, this is why you do leverage trades, Ty. Mm-hmm. The guy that's split here could look up and go, he's got a better deal. He has a better team than the one that traded for Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor because you consolidated everything here in a 6 for 2. But I get it. You got 2 of the top 20 players. You got the QB1. You got the top 5 running back. Your team's ready to rock. There you go. I'm fine with it.
100%. Only 15 minutes in. Shane's math is already on fire. Yep, it's all downhill from here. Dustin, Spock, we need to join for a minute. Glad you're finally in. Glad to have you, buddy. Moving on to Mike Conron. 12 by 11 Superflex PPR 1.75 tight end premium. Scott, I'm going to stay with you here. Send to contenders 27 first and second for Jordan Love, his own 27 second for Gainwell and C-Rod, and then sent the 207 for Strange. So 3 deals and a 12 by 11. Let's break them down one by one. 27 first and a second for Jordan Love. I'm going to need to feed you some team for that. Let me just bring the team in. Caleb Love, any quarterback on a 2 deep. Achane, the real one. Genty, Dowdle, Gainwell, Chris Rod. We got Olave Myers, Higgins, Downs, Strange, Muth, and Mason Taylor. 108, 109, 110, 201, and 209. So 27 first and second for Jordan Love.
So I'm good with the Strange deal because that's probably buying at least a flex player, if not another tight end. That's just one of those. I don't want to pick in that range. I get a usable starter. Great. 27 second. I mean, that's the deal where I probably could have held that and bought a similar package of running backs later if I wanted, but I like both the running backs that he bought, and he got a 2-for-1. I like that too. The first and second for Love, that's just an opportunity cost deal. Even if Love is not on the higher range of the quarterbacks that people are after, you don't just go to somebody and be like, Ty, you're not really a huge Brock Purdy fan, are you? Can you just sell him to me for a first? Like in reality, when you go to do a startup, people will push quarterbacks, but then when you go to a real league and you say, man, I really want to buy a guy that's not Geno Smith or Kirk Cousins, you know what I mean? Like I want to buy somebody with a true contract, insulation. There's a plan around him. There's no threat for him to slip even in the next 2 years. They're hard to pry from people. So if he feels these are contender picks and he wants a quarterback and he wants it before the season, he probably feels a lot better. So I'm okay with it. That's probably the cost.
Yeah. It's harder to break something once it's already there versus just picking it out in the open when it's in the startup. So 100%.
Here's my question for Shane. Shane, if I know the other team that's trading me Jordan Love, if I see that they have Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, and Jordan Love, am I handing them this deal?
No, I'm probably playing a little more hardball.
Because that's usually what happens. The team that's willing to give away a player like Love for a random first. Oh man, I look at my QB room and I actually have, Herbert, Purdy, and Love. Oh, cool. I'll certainly take liquid picks when it doesn't really ding my starting lineup. That's my struggle, Ty, is the other team probably got help just as much unless they traded away and now they have a weakness. If they don't, it feels like you're just paying to catch up to them.
Yeah. As far as things that I would pay my 27 first and a second to do, it would be getting someone like a Jordan Love who I feel confident about, and that's probably the price I'm looking to sell him as well. So that's fair. Again, I agree that 27 second could be anything. It could even be Gainwell and Chris Rod down the road, but I do like that bet. And then 207 for Strange. What's up, Shane?
Could it be a boat?
It could be a boat. It could be a boat. Any thoughts on these deals here, Shane?
I just Strange, whatever. His own 22nd for, but you did get, I do like the 27 second for Gainwell and C-Rod. The 207 for Strange. Sure. It's a 1.75 tight end premium. I was told that, he was very good last year in our comments on YouTube, Scott. Then I looked it up and saw that he scored 14 points 3 times and averaged 9 points per game. So yeah, sure. Sure, but 207 in a tight end premium, sure, that's fine in this class. I mean, what other tight ends are going to be available there at 207? I'm not going to put anyone on the spot. If anyone knows, it's probably Scott. I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
I disagree that Eli Stowers is going to be there, like the DDFFB ADP showing right now. But I've seen Max Clare. I feel like those tight end bets are probably more in the 3rd round. Yeah, Scott.
That ADP must be skewed by the non-tight end premiums, but anywho,
must be.
I mean, the thing is, it's not about who you can replace it with. If I'm trading for Brenton Strange, I'm not targeting a rookie tight end in the draft. I'm looking at 207 going, I'd rather just have. This is where the premium matters. If this was a 1.5, I wouldn't do the trade. 175, I can start pushing those secondary tight ends into the flexes, and they're competing with the receivers. So here he's not just trading for a tight end. He's trading for basically like another receiver at the same time. That's why the premium does matter. So I'm fine with it. Getting out of any of those seconds, thirds this year for anything usable, totally cool with it.
Absolutely. All right, we appreciate you, Mike. We'll catch you in voice chat, I'm sure, in a couple minutes here. Let's go to Dylan Evansteiner. What is up, Dylan? Got a couple trades here. 12-team Superflex, start 10. It's a half PPR, a 0.1 point per carry, and a 0.1 per pass completion. It's He's got JD5, Dart, Gino. He's got Hampton, Achane, Harvey. He's got JSN, Burden, Hunter, Loveland, and Kincaid. 102, 104, 108, 227 first. All of his futures. Very nice. He traded 103 and Jalen McMillan for Devon Achane. Shane, there's been a lot of talk on Devon Achane. You are our resident Achane correspondent. You were setting the line there of what you would trade Achane for. How about 103 and Jalen McMillan?
No. I like Jalen McMillan as a speculative ad in deals. I even like the 103. But even in combination, that's not enough for me to move Devon Achane. What was the PPC again?
It is a 0.1.
It exists. PPC. Yeah, it exists. So I even less so that I want to do that. I'm going to pass on that. Now I know his running back room is. I mean, it's Hampton, Achane, and then Harvey, so it's not a super deep. But no, I'm not doing this deal. I'm going to hold on to the Achane. I already have the 102. I can grab a receiver there if I really want one. I got the 104. I can grab a receiver there if I really want to. And I know you have extra firsts, or you'll get another first, but I think you have enough firsts that you don't need to just sell low on Achane to get one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm assuming that there's a lot of players not listed there, and there are probably a lot of running back bodies. But I mean, yeah, that's a price I'm willing to pay even for that speculative Achane buy. Scott Dylan has another one here. 12-team Superflex start 11, half PPR, again 0.1 PPC and 0.1 pass per completion. This team he's at Lamar, Hurts, and backups. Gibbs, Saquon, Kyron, Judkins, Pollard, Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Ladd, Godwin, Wandale, Sutton. He's got Bowers, no 26 picks. He got offered the 101 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Would you do that on this team in this format? So 12 teams start 11, half point PPR, 0.1 point per carry.
Dylan, first of all, I love the format. Second of all, receivers really don't matter much here. It's half PPR. There's a point per carry. The quarterbacks are point per completion, which is going to raise the density of the QBs. So that pass trade, you have the 102. I'm taking Mendoza there because I'm just locking down my 3 QBs. It's point per completion. I mean, that's like an extra 40, 50 points for quarterbacks just by completing the ball. Here, I'm taking Love over Amon-Ra. Probably 50-50 in a regular league, but here in a half PPR point per carry, you're adding Love to Gibbs and Saquon. And you have receivers that can at least get you by. You still have AJ Brown, you still have Wandale, you still have Godwin, Sutton, Ladd. I mean, yeah, I'm doing it here. Love hits, you're adding a top 10 scorer in the entire league. Amon-Ra's good, but he's probably never getting to that point in this format.
If that's a PP, like a full PPR, is that more Amon-Ra again, 50-50 at that point?
That's more of, you could probably look at his team and say Kyron, Saquon, Gibbs, he can take Amon-Ra, right? If it's regular PPR. But I think the key is half PPR, 0.1 point per carry. I mean, running backs elevating above receivers by 10, 15%, pretty much at all levels. It's like you're taking the hammer running back here, and you're trading Amon-Ra. He's very good, but it's not like he's going to score 26 points per game and crush you. So yeah, I'm taking Love here pretty easily.
We say that. Hopefully Amon-Ra doesn't come for our hopes and dreams. But yeah, always nice to get a 101 this time of year. Here we go. FF Matt D. 12 teams, start 10. It's a 2 quarterback, not a super flex. Full point tight end premium. He's got Daniels and Dart at quarterback, no QB3. He's got McBride, Kraft, Barner, and Strange. The Willis manager wants Kraft for Willis, straight up. Shane, where's that market on Willis? I'm in a league. I offered 201. I was told I can get more than 201 with, maybe that was the price before he was a starter. Where are you at in a 12 by 10, 2 quarterback? Kraft or Willis? Full point tight end premium.
I'm sorry, that's the offer. Because I was thinking, wait, he already has Willis, but he's trading for Willis.
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Okay, so he's
no quarterback 3.
No quarterback. I would prefer no tight end premium. No. It's a full point tight end premium. What are we talking about here? I can't read. God damn it. It hurts being illiterate sometimes. I would take Tucker Kraft by roughly a kabillion, not a full kabillion, but like roughly a kabillion. I would take Tucker Kraft over Malik Willis. This is, we talked about it a few weekends ago. I don't know what we talked about, whatever. We talked about it like this is cashing out on Malik Willis. You paid nothing for him, I'm assuming. Had him on waivers, whatever. He was throwing in a deal. maybe you drafted him way back when you had hopes that he would be a starting quarterback as a rookie and it didn't happen, blah, 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 whatever. This is a good cash out for him. I'm taking Tucker Kraft and moving on.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yes, Scott?
That's what I was sitting there thinking. I don't know, man. Two quarterbacks. I'm going to defer to Ty because I was sitting here just steaming, going, "There's no way I'm taking a tight end over a quarterback." I know it's TPR, but what's the tiebreaker, Ty?
The tiebreaker. I mean, it's too bad that Shane can only do math or talk, only one of the two. It's all right, but we'll take what we can get. I could likely compete this year, he says. If I invest in some future draft capital, he has an extra 27 first and 3 seconds. Is Kraft or Willis a good move to make on a middling team? Again, I feel like, yeah. So the full point tight end premium, if I'm thinking who is going to score more points in my lineup, I will bet that it's Kraft. But when you add in the 2 quarterback factor, the fact that the Willis manager is asking for Kraft straight up and you're asking that, I'm going to extrapolate that to the whole league and just assume that if someone has a starting quarterback, they're going to be able to flip that for value. I think adding Willis to a room that has Daniels and Dart makes me way more willing to move one of those guys for something that maybe can really move my team forward versus betting on Kraft when I already have McBride, Barner, and Strange. I'm just going to take Willis here because I think I'd rather unlock the quarterbacks than add keep my 4th tight end.
So then you're going to do Willis. You're going to run Willis out there and go, well, fuck it. I got Willis. I can move Jaden Daniels now.
Yeah, just 1 for 1, just like that. No,
I think it's more in a 2 QB. When you need one, it's really hard to get one. Impossible. And so I'm paying the price. Keep in mind, I'm not trading an elite tight end here. I'm trading a tight end coming off a torn ACL. So it isn't like, oh my gosh, I'm trading away the next top 3 tight end. Like I'm trading away probably a flex scorer in a 2 PPR. I understand that. But I'm getting a piece that just unlocks a lot more flexibility and quite frankly, just gives me a little more room for error. I think the only pause is that he says it's a middling team. There is a world where Malik Willis is a 1-year wonder and he barely makes it through the year and he doesn't even make it through the year because his team sucks and they pick really high next year and you're going, wow, he's just a backup again. But if he survives and he's usable, then he's probably tradable. And there's probably a deal I can get that leans toward what he really wants, which he said more capital. This is the kind of league you get a 27 first for Willis. After a game or two where he runs and people are like, he's going to start the whole year, you could get it. Probably not for Kraft.
Yeah.
It's 2 tight end point premium. I mean, I can tell the same story when Tucker Kraft goes out there and does, I don't know, anything like he did and in any of the games last year when he put up 40 points or whatever. You could get someone's mom for Tucker Kraft at that point. They will let you.
It's only a start 1.
If it was start 2, I'm with you, Shane.
It's still 2 tight end. It's a full point 2 tight end premium. Someone will give you what 2 full point tight end premium, right?
Perfect.
Is it or not?
It's 2 PPR, but it is not a start 2. I agree with Ty. If it's
saying it's a 2-point tight end premium. That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let's just move on.
You knocked me out of focus, dude. Here, I'll hit this. There we go.
You got to keep it moving. My apologies.
Good Lord. All right, Ritz Crackers. I was smashing some Ritz Crackers before the show tonight, so shout out to Ritz Crackers. 10 team, start 10. Superflex PPR. It's a 0.5 tight end premium, 6 -2 quarterback scoring. We got Lamar, Kyler, Willis, Brissett, both Achans, Saquon, Algier, White, and any running back on a 53. We got Puka, London, Olave, Flowers, and Hunter. Then we got McBride, Dallas Goedert. We got picks 104, an extra 27 first, second, and just another 2. 27 second. He has 2 27 seconds. Perfect. The trade gave his own 27 first, 2 28 thirds. You got Saquon, Algier, and 5% fab. I think this allows me to tap best player available at 4 and let them develop without forcing rookie into the lineup with a lineup against other super teams. So Scott, the format of the league, he sees a couple super teams. He wants to open up his options at 104, just be able to go best player available. Sending your own 27 first and 2 28 thirds. He gets Saquon, Algier, and 5% fab. Those oft coveted 27 first on the move.
I'm okay with it. The reason is It's a 10-teamer. That does change the math a little bit with the 27 first, especially if you think your team's going to be good. Doesn't mean it's not going to be a good class. Doesn't mean those picks aren't going to be coveted, because I think there's a lot of skill players that are going to be unaffected by how many QB teams or how many teams there are. But if you think it's like 107, 108, even with the super teams, I do understand what he's trying to do here. And I like getting Algier as the second piece thrown in there. I think that's a nice cherry on top with the way that you're building your team, and you don't want to rely on rookies. So I'm okay with it. The only downside is you're blowing your 27 first in March. Could there have been a better deal that comes by? Saquon gets banged up, or your team starts 0-3 and you're like, I wish I could sell these guys, then you're going to regret doing it a little bit. But it's really just the opportunity cost of waiting and see if you can get a better deal. But I'm okay with this deal as is.
Shane, how much do you care about Fab in a lineup league and being able to secure 5% of it in March?
I actually like having Fab. I guess can other teams put in $0 bids? Partly plays into it, but no, I like having Fab. Look, I'd rather have more Fab than none Fab or less Fab. Because I'm one of those guys that let's just say I sometimes overbid on players, so I probably need to give myself a little bit of cushion so that it's not week 10 and I have no money left. And if it's not a $0 bid as an option, I'm kind of screwed every week. And then I just don't even look at the Fab for several months. So I'm good with getting that. Look, anytime you get a little extra, I don't care what it is, you just get it thrown in. Is it a fourth? Sure. Is it a fifth? Okay, give me that too. Third, whatever. Yeah, I'll take whatever extra someone's going to get me.
Yeah, I definitely care a little more in best ball, but I'll probably end up overpaying for a backup quarterback when they get the opportunity. And C-Jack says, hey, no submission this week. It looks like we got a long night ahead of us. Yeah, yes, we do. But I just want to say thank you. Appreciate the debate. Tanner McKee getting buried, Shane. How much longer should he hold him?
He's the future starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. I've been told repeatedly. I hold on to him forever. He's great. He's fucking great. What do you? I mean, is there a reason that you need to move him? Is there a reason you need to get him off your roster? Because if you don't, I don't understand the question. And I won't respond to it. But if there's no reason to make a move with him, it doesn't matter really at this point in time. I mean, yes, he's worth holding on to because he's in the last year of his contract. The Eagles did just trade for Andy Dalton, so there is a chance that Tanner McKee might get traded somewhere. I don't particularly think that's going to happen, but you would think if his value is going to increase, it would be after next season. So sure, hold on to him.
Perfect. He's a backup. Yeah, I mean, according to Tom Pelissero, he would be expensive to trade for, and he's undoubtedly going to be the backup QB. So he's what he was yesterday before they traded for Andy Dalton. Not saying he's anything. I mean, we don't hold backups because we think they're all going to be future starters. There's not 25 Malik Willises that are just lingering, waiting for their opportunity. That's not how it works. So he's fine. I'm not worried because they traded for Andy Dalton.
Yeah, that's fair. What it do, fellas? Missed most of the show with stupid work. That's okay. Jackson Tribe. Sean's late as well. That's okay. Everyone's late tonight. It's a sleepy end of the week. Everyone's staying up watching basketball. Kick it back to Mike Conron here. 12 by 10 Superflex PPR 2.0 tight end premium. Scott. He bought 101 and Ramondre for Laporta, Pittman 104 and 307. Then he sold Ramondre for a random 27 second. He also has an inbox offer where he sends the 101 to get Olave and the 109. So walk me through this. 12 by 10 Superflex PPR 2.0 tight end premium. We bought 101 for Ramondre for Laporta, Pittman 104 and 307. Let's start there.
So I like if you just take Ramondre for like Pittman and 307, I can live with that deal. More equity in Ramondre, and then you turned around and got a 27 second. So perfect. I would pay Laporta and 104 to get the 101 if that's how my roster was set up. And then I'm stopping there. I don't need to do the Olave and the 109 deal. Shane's shaking his head. I think we're on the same page. I think we can just say, Mike, you did a good job. You have the 101 now. Let that thing breathe for a little bit. You have a month and a week to really kind of sit on maybe a better offer, but I don't need to do Olave and 109. It goes, now I'm back to, you compare to what I gave to what I have now, and you're like, heck, I think I actually wouldn't have done the Laporta and the 104 for Olave and the 109. So Stand pat.
Yeah.
Shane, you agree?
Put the phone down.
Yeah, I was just trying to do the math of where that would make sense to keep moving. That's one of those, like, you got the endorphins.
It's
I don't
Mike.
know,
He's always moving. He's
whatever
always looking
those-
for the next move, but
yeah,
sometimes
whatever
you just gotta slow.
the happy drugs in your brain that fire
The
off in your
endorphins,
neurons.
yep.
Endorphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
something you do something nice or something that makes you happy, but you just keep doing it, right? There's a reason you only do so much cocaine, because after a
That's
bit,
called
it's not
hard
fun
drugs.
anymore. It kills you. So you know what I mean? Like, this is a message for the children too that are watching. Only do so much, because after a while, it's not fun anymore. You're dead. And that's kind of the exact same thing with this trade. It's exactly the same. So no, I would not make another deal after I've already acquired the 101.
The endorphins, the dopamine, everything is running. I like 101 on this team, Mike. Just if you don't need to split it further, put the phone down. You're going to be just fine. There's plenty of people knocking at your door for 101 over the next month and a half here. So good luck there. Let's jump to Sean W. 12-team Superflex start 10. It's a PPR and a 0.5 tight end premium. It's a lineup league. Shane, he's got Allen, Mahomes, Darnold, Kyler, Malik Willis, Jacoby. He's got also has Sanders, all the quarterbacks. Achane, Hendo, Hall, Scataboot. Got JSN, Lamb, London, Nico, Marv, Addison. He's got Powers, Fan, and Strange. Jeez. Send Nico, Fan, and 208 for Puka. Any other move? You're hammer hunting. You're hammer hunting at a 12x10. What are you doing?
Yeah, whatever. Sure. I mean, honestly, that's actually not a crazy price for what's his name? His name is Puka Nacua. Yeah, that's not even a crazy price, but also you're so stacked that let me do it. Like, Nico is my wide receiver for so this makes Drake London my wide receiver 4. Yeah, sure. And then, if anyone in your league happens to like Marvin Harrison Jr., you still have another trade chip. If Scott is in your league, you could send them Brenton Strange. You have another trade chip. Plus, you have 87 quarterbacks. So this is one of those times where I'm just spending recklessly. I got the credit card. There's no limit, and I don't have to pay it back either. So, like, I just get to charge it and go. So yeah, I'm doing this.
Perfect. Just same thing, Scott. Just you have a team like this, you're just pushing it.
You're either consolidating or you're liquidating your excess. So, yep, this is a consolidation deal. Go sell a couple things, and that team's unbeatable for a couple years.
Trading is a great substitute for hard drugs. I agree, Mike. I agree. Okay, good God, we have a lot of questions to get through. Let's go. Vapad, 10 teams, start 12, Superflex, 1.5 tight end premium, 2 points per first down for all positions. Send Breece, and I'm assuming that's Tedoror McMillan. Get 101. Breece and T-Mac for 101, Scott.
2 points per first down for all positions.
Yeah.
So without having the numbers in front of me, generally the better players that get the ball the most get the most first downs. And so
It's true.
You're paying up.
Yeah.
Now it is a 10-teamer, but it is start 12. So I would say it's a little less impactful depth-wise than a 12x10, just because the 10 team changes the math a little bit. But I can see the other side of this deal too. Going, if Breece Hall is even RB10 or better, this deal probably wins, because you could probably take Ted McMillan and something else and go get another elite piece that's just as good as the 101. So I'm fine with it, but it's also pretty expensive. Like, I can see the other team going, Shane, if I say you need to split the 101, you're going, that's a pretty good offer. Like, this is the type of offer you hope to get. Not one with some riffraff. It's 2 good pieces. Not elite, but very good, and ones that I can probably do something with. So I'm fine with it, but I also see the other side.
Yeah, do it.
I got a roster: Hurts, Jacoby, Willis, any on a 2 deep, Genty, Harvey, Gainwell, Dowden, Ward, Tootin, Olave, Wandale, QJ, McBride, Gadsden. This is the best Vapad team I've seen in a long time.
I was gonna say a Vapad team with good players.
Hey.
Look at that. Not just all picks, not every 27 first.
Out of pocket.
Oh, unnecessary. That was egregious, Scott. You just made me snort, bro.
We've seen
generally we see a
similar.
very liquid build, right? So it's good to see it all in place. And on a team like that, it makes a lot of sense to make that split. Whereas Vapad, if you were in your opposite side on your like a typical build, you're probably sending the 101 away to break that up and get the 2. So play both sides. Love to see it. Dynasty Mark, 12 team start 10 super flex 1.5 tight end premium. Go Chiefs. You got Allen, Mahomes, Ward, and Willis. He's got JT and RJ. He's got CD, Rice, Waddle, DK, Goddard, Kittle, and Joku. 110, 210, no, 27 first. It's a playoff team. He finished 3rd, and he has 2 offers on the table. Scott, number 1, Allen, CD, and a second for Purdy, Puka, and Tet. The team has 3 flexes, so we can start up to 5 wide receivers. It would bolster up his wide receiver room for sure, and it's a 6-point passing touchdown, which helps Purdy. He also has Allen for Kenny Walker and 101. Talk to me.
I think I'm actually going to keep the Purdy, Puka, and Tet side here. Because I think if you're looking at the gap between CD and Tet McMillan, production-wise, you're going to probably go with CD. But I think market-wise, you can get fairly close. But I think if you were selling Allen, the dream deal is you're going to give me Puka, but you're also going to give me Brock Purdy in a format that probably pushes him a little bit closer. So I'm going to do the first deal. The second deal, oh, man. I think I like the Purdy, Puka, and Tet deal, personally. That's a hell of a cash out for Allen. If you look at Tet and CD is fairly similar. I mean, Allen for Purdy and Puka is the dream deal, right? You're getting enough, like literally the best receiver besides.
Yeah.
On top of that, you're getting another top 12 QB that's helped by the format. If you're looking to split, you're not going to get a better offer.
So you're also giving up CD, right? So CD, obviously Puka greater than CD, Tet greater than the 102. Are those margins enough that it's greater than Purdy?
Where's the 102?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's a second.
Oh, I made that up. So it's Allen, CD, and a second for Purdy. So obviously, let's try this again. Puka over CD, obviously Tet over the second. Yeah, so that in aggregate is probably more than the loss of Allen to Purdy. So yeah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Leave him weak at quarterback, hoping he can stream Willis and Ward. Yeah, I don't think that leaves you weak when you're adding Purdy to Mahomes, Ward, Willis. Like I'm totally fine there, man.
You're gonna be all right.
Yeah, so you're gonna be just fine. All righty, we've got a little over 15 minutes left. We're gonna keep up the pep in our step. We're doing well. We're into the Elite 8 now. We're gonna move into the Final 4 soon. Lawrence Brochart 4219 12 team superflex start 11 6-point passing touchdown 0.75 tight end premium 1.0 for 10 yards of special teams. Shane, your favorite format. Send 110, 25, and Huntley for a 27 first and A-Rich. I see a 27 first. I know what side I like, but you tell me, Shane.
27 first, and then, A-Rich and Huntley, whatever. So you got the 27 first. Go for it. Good job.
Perfect. I'm kidding. Roy G, bring us another one here. The first two were boring. You gave us $20, so we appreciate it, man. The first, this one's a little more fun. Okay, 12 by 12 Superflex. It's a tiered PPR, and you got to start 2 tight ends. Looking to still compete, but get a bit younger and more flexible. So we traded away Waddle and DJ Moore for, I'm assuming, T. Higgins, a 27 first and 301. Could be Jaden, but I'm assuming T. So Scott, 12 by 12, tiered PPR, start 2 tight ends. Waddle, DJ Moore for Higgins, 27 first and 301.
I mean, that's a beautiful deal, right? Probably still put Higgins above the other 2 if I had to bet like who's better for 1 year. But even if you take Higgins and Waddle and you just wash them away, I mean, you're getting basically a 27 first plus. Any receiver here in this deal, if you can get a 27 first plus, you're taking it. You could flip Higgins and DJ Moore and Jalen Waddle. It doesn't matter. Give me the first side. Love that. I'm shocked you pulled that off. That's probably another one of those Waddle deals, man. Waddle's going to smash in Denver, according to the masses. So this is the time to move him. Good deal, Roy.
He's an alpha.
The Waddle market is strong, very strong right now. So keep it up. Boyan, what's up, Boyan? Start 10 or 12 team. Start 10 times 12. Is that 10 by 12 or 12 by 10? We'll say 10 by 12. You know what? No, we said start 10. 12 team, start 10. It's a VAPAD league with graduated PPR scoring. It's all wonky. Well, we're wonky from the jump. 0.75 tight end premium. It's a best ball team, Scott. I'm going to stick with you here. The team's Caleb, May, and 9. You got backups. You got Sharp, Singletary, and backups. Harrison, F1 cans. McBride, and 5 trash tight ends. Receives an offer for McBride and Terry McLaurin for Sanders and Malik Neighbors. The team obviously needs to sell, but this isn't how I'm looking to do it. Any of the ways you'd split any of the assets on this orphan. So again, it's an orphan, graduated PPR, best ball. Yeah. So I saw you shaking your head. That's not how I'm trying to split my McBride either. What are your thoughts on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I laugh how we add JJ McCarthy as an asset, and then we list backups, and then you're like, well, he's probably a backup. But anyway, remember, in best ball, for those that haven't played a lot of best ball, and Ty will back me up, when I have a guy like McBride or Bowers or an elite running back, they're bumped up. So the scarcity is going to matter more in best ball because they're harder to get guys at that level. Neighbors is hard to get when he's smashing. I agree. But I can typically build my way back up at receiver by just taking more shots with rookie picks, picking up more players off waivers. I've won plenty of best ball leagues where I look at my receiver room and guys like McLaurin are my best one. But I have, 12 Jalen McMillans and Wandales, and let those get you by fine. You can make up volume at receiver. So if I'm looking to sell McBride, it's Neighbors and I need another piece. A strong piece, not a 2 for 2, but definitely not Neighbors for McBride straight up. It doesn't really push my team forward. So not saying it's not a fair offer, but if I'm looking to sell McBride, first of all, I'm going to VAPAD. Does he have VAPAD with what McBride? I'm sure. But does a team have the Warren and a first type of deal they'd be willing to give me? Fannin and a first. Like, that's the type of deal I'd be willing to try. But it's got to be a leverage deal. It's got to be a 2 for 1. You got to get 2 pieces. It can't be 1 for 1 with a receiver. Same with a running back. I wouldn't sell an elite running back for an elite receiver in a best ball because I know the team getting the elite running back is going to have much easier time backfilling what they're trading me.
Boy, as someone who has a lot of McBride and a lot of best ball leagues, that Fannin in a first, that Warren in a first, like that market, it's hard to extract something from. You might have to throw in someone like a JJ McCarthy, something else to get that done. But I'm in the same boat. If I have that elite tight end, not only does it help you on the top end, it also helps you devote less roster spots to tight ends to be able to add more wide receiver bodies in the end of the roster. So it's a big math problem. But yeah, good luck, boy. And you know where to find me if you have more questions on that one. Jackson Tribe, 12/9, super flex, 21-man rosters, 6 -1 quarterback scoring. Shane traded away Rico for a mid 27 second. He has Warren on the team, so he felt he needed to move at least one of them. So I guess a general question, especially this early in the offseason, how fast are you trying to, if you have 2 running backs from the same offense, are you trying to pick one or the other today? Do you care? And how do you feel there? Rico for a mid 27 second.
I probably prefer not to have 2 running backs on the same roster, especially if one of them is Rico Dowdle. Look, I was Rico's cheerleader last year, but he did me wrong. And if I can get a 27 second for him, I mean, irregardless if he was on this roster or some other roster as a plan B of the committee, I'd probably be fine moving him for the 27 second. I mean, if gun to my head, I had to choose which player I think is going to have a better season, I'm going to go with Warren just because he's the better running back and he's more rounded. So I'm fine with the deal.
And again, if you have a running back room that's CMC, Harvey, Algier, Warren, Corum, and Gainwell, liquidate one of those guys for a 27 second just makes a lot of sense. So keep that. Roy just it was Jaden Higgins. Even in that, I like it a little bit less obviously than a T Higgins, but that's still a nice deal to make that split that you did, Roy. Anthony West is yelling at us. 10 team start 11. It's a 30-man roster, super flex, PPR. Quarterback. It's a 4 -2 scoring. He's got Lamar, Hurts, Stroud. He's got Saquon, Genty, Breece, and Harvey. JSN, Abuka, Devonta, Godwin, Andrews, likely, no picks. Trade JSN for BTJ and 2 mid to late 27 firsts. Scott, that's a sweatpants offer there. BTJ and 2 firsts for JSN. 10/11. This team, where are you leaning?
So Anthony, it seems like a great leverage trade, but here's the problem. So 10/11, that's 110 starters. Divide that by 12, you're at a 12/9. If I told you JSN for BTJ and 2 late firsts, in a 12x9, you'd be skeptical of doing that deal. But more importantly, the late firsts are diminished a little bit here because it's a 10-teamer. Again, next year's class, if it's as good as everybody thinks, it's going to have 4 or 5 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I don't care with rookie picks next year. I have Lamar, Hurts, and Stroud. Like that's I don't want to have 3 firsts and go, man, best player available is a quarterback. Oh yeah, another one, a quarterback. Just don't value the deal as much here. You're splitting an asset in a format that you don't need to split, but also you have a good enough team. You don't need to split. This is the exact type of deal you'd want to go the other way. If you had BTJ in the 2 late firsts, I'd be going, can I get the same deal for Devontae Smith? Can I go take 2 late firsts and Devontae Smith and get Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be the same thing. So yeah, I'm passing on this deal. I think you're getting a little cute, but I see it. So 27 first, man. Everyone sees those, and it's like I have to consider it. So I understand the question.
Auga. Yeah, big cartoon heart eyes when we see those 27 first. Okie dokie. Corey Franks looking sharp in the suit and tie. 12 teams start 10, so 26 total roster. Superflex 0.75 tight end premium 6 -2. It's got Burrow, Nix, Willis, and Shador, JT, Kenny Walker, Monty, Algier. If there's a running back that moved in free agency, Corey has him. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Neighbors, Rome, J-Mo, McBride, and Loveland. 101, 19, 201, 78, 301, 227 first, 4 seconds, and 2 extra 28 seconds. What to do with the 109 and the additional picks in 26? Trading those picks back isn't easy or available. So Shane, let's make a little brainstorm here. 109, 201, 27, 28. Looking at this team, do any immediate deals or ideas jump out to you of what you would do at a 12x10 0.75 tight end premium?
I mean, obviously, can I add any of those to Rome, JMO? Maybe even not Nix. I'm going to give Nix his respect. Can I add any of that stuff to those wide receivers? Can I add any of that stuff to Monty? I might even. No, I wouldn't. Can I add anything to those? It sucks because you have the 109, right, in a wide receiver heavy class, and you're already at A-Rob, Neighbors, and Rome. Like I'd really love to move off of at least one of those wide receivers, but I don't want to move the one that everyone else wants from me. I know we usually say, try to sell from there, but that really doesn't solve the problem that we have here, which is too many mid pieces. So we're probably just going the old school. Can we consolidate role? Or can we move the 109? I was going to say move one of the wide receivers for a cross positional running back, maybe for your running back 3. Like I'd rather upgrade my running back 3 than have Rome, but that really doesn't include the 109. We saw a deal earlier where someone gave up the 110 and the 205, something like that, for 27 first.
Is Anthony Richardson in there somewhere? Yeah,
there was. Yeah, Anthony Richardson and some other nondescript quarterback. Can I try something like that? Can I try that for a 28 first? Basically doing anything that I can to ship the picks out if possible.
Yeah. So Scott, same league. Verbally, so Shane, he's in line with you. Let's get out of this mid. So he has a deal that he agreed to verbally, Rome and Monty to get Hampton. However, the other guy won't do the deal unless he gets someone to give a running back for his 105. The league has been real quiet and active for the other trades he's done. What do you do in this situation when a guy trades, when a trade for this guy seems unlikely elsewhere until draft season? So he doesn't think this guy's able to find the deal that he wants to unlock his deal. How do you navigate a league that's just not incentivized, and how do you incentivize it to be active?
Yeah, there's a lot to say here, Corey. I think the first thing that comes to mind here is in a 12x10, 26-man roster, you need about 13 good players. You already have them. Yeah. So everything else is excess. So I'm sitting here, especially in an inactive league, I'm adding 109 to Willis. Can I get a 27 first? I'm adding 109 to Shador. Can I get a 28? I'm just trying to move out for flexibility because you literally don't need to add anything but Jeremiah Love to your team, and it's the best team. I mean, it's going to win the title, but it's the best team. I don't even need to go searching around for other deals. Now, I think we all agree Rome and Monty for Hampton. We would just do that regardless of what else we can get done. But I'm not going to wait for another manager. Oh, well, if I can't turn this one into a running back, then I'm not going to do the deal. How about I, give you something else that you can turn into a running back? I don't know. But I'm pushing stuff to the future here because I have enough to win already.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Thank you, Corey. We appreciate you. On to Kookski. What's up, Kookski? 12 by 11. Superflex PPR 1.5 tight end premium. Allen Hurts, Brissett at quarterback. Kenny Walker, Henry, RJ Harvey, Rashad, B. Robin Sharbs, Chase Adams, Evan Sutton, Kupp, Shakir Shaheed, Jawan and Njoku, Jonnu, 111, 411. Send Hurts and the 111 for 103 and Pickens. Shane, I was shocked that I saw Hurts at like the end of the second, start of the third turn in startup ADP right now. Hurts in the 111 for 103 and Pickens. How are you feeling in a 12 by 11?
What was his quarterback room? I'm sorry.
His quarterback room is Allen Hurts.
I don't give a shit. No, I'm not doing this. What are we doing? Just go away. No, not you in particular. You know I love you, man. But just the Jesus Christ, the Jalen Hurts disrespect.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm not giving up a quarterback that I think can be a top 5-6 quarterback. Has been repeatedly a top 4 quarterback off of one bad season. And by bad, I mean he was like QB 10. I mean George Pickens is nice. If you just look at the Pickens for 111, you win by a good margin. But I would take Jalen Hurts over every 103 from here to Kentucky.
I think there's people who will look at the 103, think I'm going to draft a wide receiver. Just give me the guy who's established in Pickens. I sure as shit ain't sending Hurts away, for anything less than that. I mean, it's 103 and Pickens is nice. I mean, managers thinking on it will probably counter. Like, Scott, would you be willing to add anything else to that? I know Shane's saying hell no. Are you adding anything to that? Oh, you're muted, buddy.
I'm actually okay doing the deal.
He's deep.
I have Josh Allen. I can get by with just crumbs at QB2. And I also have the 103. Someone may go to me and be like, here, I'll give you, I don't know, Pat Mahomes for the 103. Depends on the teams. Like, you may be able to go backfill that QB and then you traded the 111 for Pickens. I can see where you win the deal. But I also have Josh Allen in a start 11, which expands the value of the starters that are not quarterbacks because there's just more starters to score points. So if you're comfortable that right now you have Allen and Hurts, you're dominating everybody at QB. If you want to keep that, then there's probably a price that somebody has to pay to remove that. But if you're willing to do it and play the gross QB game, I can see where you win this deal. 111 is pretty devalued, right? It really is. Doesn't even really count in the deal.
Well, it counts. I know it's not the great first. I know we love playing this game of like, if I have one good player at the position, I can just get by with a homeless man at the other part of that position. But if I already have a quarterback room that can just skull screw people in their brains, I'm probably not going to break them up unless I absolutely have to.
Shane, I agree with you, but I think Kookski is considering it. So he's having that conversation in his head, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't need a second elite QB here. I can liquidate for 2 really good pieces and then take my chances with what else I can do.
Yeah, I mean,
the 103 is the wide receiver 1 in the class.
Yeah, if
it's not, then you're getting Mendoza. I think we would, a lot of us would trade Hurts for Mendoza and Pickens and be okay with the split.
Well, we're pretending like the 111, you're literally getting nothing. But if to Kookski, more context, Kookski has no, he's got old and crusty wide receivers. Look, it's not a bad deal. I'm just saying I prefer not to do it. If you want to get Pickens and, Carnell Tate for Jalen Hurts and shit if I know.
Might as well be a 5th.
It might not. Don't even make the pick. Just let the clock expire.
It's Tanner McKee, basically. That's the 111.
Yeah.
Perfect. My God.
I mean, look, in the context of what you have, that's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
Great. The Hurts disrespect has gone too far. I agree, Shane. Okay. We'll get one more. Thanks, Dustin. Happy Friday, gents. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. We appreciate the hell out of y'all for sticking around to give us all these questions. If we didn't get to your questions tonight, you can drop them in the chat after the show pops. We'll check the comments. We'll give our thoughts. You can reach us in the Discord. You know where to find us. We'll end with AJ. 12 by 10 Superflex PPR. It's a 2-point tight end premium. No other premiums. You got sort of quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, a Superflex, and 2 flexes. Gave Manungai and the 211 for King Henry. No 26 first. Traded that during the season to get Genty. He has the 212. The roster's now Caleb, Ward, Rogers, Genty, Bijan, Henry, Tracy, Cans, Chase, T-Mac, G. Will, Golden, Laporta, Kincaid, Kittle, and Kraft. Figure Henry is an early season point scorer while waiting for the tight ends to get healthy. Yeah, that's a deep team, Scott. Manungai and 211 for King Henry.
I believe a nickel and a dime technically has more silver in it than a quarter, but I would trade a nickel and a dime for a quarter, and that's what you did. So AJ, this is exactly the type of deal. If you can get this in your running back market where someone says, oh, Manungai, he's a little younger than Henry, so I'd rather make that swap. It's like their shelf life is probably the same. So great deal.
That's
Love
crazy.
This deal.
You're finding someone that still believes in playing in 3-year windows because they're telling themselves, oh, well, Kyle Manungai in 4 years is going to be awesome and King Henry will be retired, except that King Henry is going to have given you 2 running back 1 seasons and Manungai, if things go well, will have given you 1 running back 2 seasons. So,
yeah, no matter what, he'll give you 60 points against the Texans right in the fantasy playoffs. So just hang on for that. We appreciate everyone that tuned out in tonight. A solid hour, zero faff on tonight's episode. We got some Shane math. We got everything in between. Again, if we didn't get to you, sorry. This was a jam-packed show, but we want to thank everyone that showed up. So Russell Yost, Hoff, Roy G, Mike, Dylan, Matt, FF Matt D, Ritz Cracker, C-Jax, Sean W, Vapad, Dynasty Mark, Lawrence, Boyan, The Jackson Tribe, Anthony West, Kookski, Corey Franks, Dustin, AJ, and Spock. Everyone that tuned in, we love y'all. We'll be here next week. I hope your brackets aren't busted. They probably are, but we added this thing. Peace.